Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of BTTH The Flame Emperor episode number 203 based on novel. So let's start. Senior brother, we are now. At this time, in a huge halo enchantment, the 7 people in the heavenly palace were sitting on the ground this time, with their palms and fingers connected to their hearts, and all 7 people looked like this. 7th brother, don't talk. The leading senior brother Mu Qianyuan said with his weak soul power. I'm sorry, senior brother, it's us who dragged you down. After seeing this scene, the other 6 said weakly. Ha ha ha. They're all my own brothers, why are you being so polite? Mu Qianyuan laughed, quite free and easy. If I hadn't insisted on hunting that monster, I'm afraid we wouldn't have been found by the Shenling royal family for 3 days, and we wouldn't have ended up where we are now. Among the 7, the only woman, Luan Yu, had a rather weak voice. Said slightly crying. 5 sisters, don't talk about such a foreign thing. Since the 7 of us became the 7 people in the Funxiang Pavilion Heavenly Hall, we were destined to be a whole. And that magic core is also very important to you. Although we are in a bad situation right now, it would be a great thing to be able to heal your injuries. 7th senior brother Duan Yu said with a smile. 7th brother is right, so don't feel guilty. Mu Qianyuan smiled. However, the Shenling royal family has 4 congregations, and now there are only 3 congregations left, which is really pleasing. Duan Yu Zaidu said. I'm afraid this is what Xiao Yan did. At this time, the 2nd senior brother Yuanlan also suddenly laughed. But we still underestimate the Shenling royal family. Although I don't want to admit it, I'm afraid even I can't beat Tiangan's strength. Mu Qianyuan said helplessly. This time, we were not prepared, and we were attacked by the Shenling royal family's 2nd heaven in 3 days, and we ended up being so seriously injured. Otherwise, just these 2 people, together with the strength of the 7 of us, would be enough to kill them. 2nd senior brother Yuanlan Zaidu said. Okay, let's just say a few words less, let's maintain this formation and recover some power, that is, we will compete with the 2 heavenly congregations of the Shenling royal family. Mu Qianyuan said slowly, and then the curtain barrier became brighter, and then a trace of pure power continued to nourish the 7 people, so that the power in the 7 people's bodies slowly recovered. 2nd brother, what should I do now? Outside the light curtain barrier, Tianhong asked for 3 days. Big brother has now gone to the land of holy flames, and the powerhouses of other super sects should also go to that place one after another. Although we followed the instructions of the elder brother and found the 7 people in the Temple of Heaven, and severely injured them when they killed the beasts when they were weak, but now their strength is slowly recovering. If it goes on like this, I'm afraid that the 7 people will still be a bit tricky for us. Tianzhong said. Then let's do it. This light curtain barrier is originally a roll of formation, although the strength is high, but with the cooperation of the 2 of us, it will not last long. Tianzhong said slowly, and then looked fiercely at the mountain in front of him. 7 people sitting on the ground in the hill. Ads by Pub Future. Chi Haoqing, the 3 of us shot together. After a short while, the 2 days of Tiansang looked vigilant, and then shouted loudly. Yes. Okay. Both of them agreed unanimously. Do it. Tianzhong said, and then the dazzling do qi all over his body burst out directly towards the light curtain barrier, but in that do qi, not only the dazzling white life force, but even a trace of it. Silk black power, that power, is the power of death. Boom boom boom. Chi Haoqing and San Sanzhong both had their bodies soaring in strength, and at the same time attacked the light curtain barrier, and the terrifying power turned into ripples on the invisible light curtain barrier. Obviously, the light curtain barrier under this level of attack, the world may not last long. It seems that they still can't help themselves. Just when Tian Kang and the other 3 started, the senior brother Mu Qianyuan, who had always closed his eyes, slowly released his palm and stood up. With his perception, he can know that among the 3, the most dangerous is the sky in the past 2 days. This guy has half-footed into the level of the 8-star fighting emperor, and has even been born with the power of death. As for the other 2, whether it was Tianhong or Chi Haoqing, Mu Qianyuan didn't take it seriously. Eldest brother. Seeing that the elder brother directly released his palm, the 6 people next to him all opened their eyes and asked urgently. You guys hurry up and recover your fighting spirit. This formation can restore a lot of fighting spirit, I'm going to meet them. Mu Qianyuan said slowly. When the other 6 heard the words, they wanted to say something just now, but they saw Mu Qianyuan get up straight away, and then abruptly left the light curtain barrier. Hey, Mu Qianyuan, are you in such a hurry to come out and die? And just after seeing Mu Qianyuan leaving the light curtain barrier, the three of them immediately stopped, and then Tianhong said with a dangerous smile for 3 days. It's just a defeated general. Mu Qianyuan forcibly supported the injury in his body, and said to Tianhong, today's Mu Qianyuan, when he entered the blood river, his strength has not fully recovered, and later in order to help Luan Yu kill the monster, it consumed a lot of power, and then was injured by a Tianzhong's shot. So the power in the body is probably only half of his peak period. Mu Qianyuan, the events of the previous sect competition are still vivid in my mind, I hope this time. And just when Tianhong and Mu Qianyuan were talking, the 2 days of Zhong Tiansang suddenly laughed. Miscellaneous. After Tian Kang said this, a scarlet killing intent emerged from Mu Qianyuan's pupils. In the previous sect competition, their Funxiang pavilion was annihilated except for the 7 people in their current heavenly palace, and even the most outstanding disciple of the Funxiang pavilion in the past century, Yin Tong, also fell die. As soon as the words fell, Mu Qianyuan's figure skyrocketed, and the dazzling power of life emerged, directly transforming into a ferocious roaring beast, blasting away at the sky. Nice power. Unfortunately, you are not my opponent now. Tian Kang looked at Mu Qianyuan, who was a little rude, with a slight smile on the corner of his mouth, and then an extremely evil aura slowly entangled out of his body. This is the power of the alien race. When this power just appeared, Mu Qianyuan's shocking killing intent was also suddenly suppressed, and a wave of fear poured into his heart. Bingo! Didn't your burning incense pavilion always have an inexorable grievance with our Xianling royal family? And you also have a lot of suspicions about our Xianling royal family? Mu Qianyuan, die! With the appearance of this evil aura, Tiansang's overall strength suddenly rioted, and then said. As soon as Tian Kang finished speaking, his fingers, which were surrounded by evil black energy, gently lifted up, and an evil wave containing the breath of death slowly appeared. Let's die, he said slightly, and then a sky-shattering evil beam of light suddenly emerged from Tiansang's fingers and shot towards Mu Qianyuan. Those who dare to hurt my burning incense pavilion. Death. However, just when a trace of fear appeared in Mu Qianyuan's pupils and just wanted to escape, a pure and incomparable flame of flame suddenly appeared, and then a man with a heavy ruler on his back suddenly pointed at the evil finger. Xiao Yang. And when he heard this familiar voice, even the always calm senior brother Mu Qianyuan felt a sense of warmth in his heart. Senior brother, leave this attack to me. The khaki-colored holy flames suddenly surrounded Xiao Yang, a dazzling pure aura slowly emerged, and then his figure gently passed in front of the senior brother. He put a hand on Mu Qianyuan's shoulder and said. But the senior brother Mu Qianyuan wanted to say something just now, but he felt that the vindictive energy in his body was exhausted. When he came into contact with Xiao Yang, he actually recovered quickly under the nourishment of Xiao Yang's dazzling flame. Be careful, this guy doesn't know what to do, but he actually possesses the power of a foreign evil race. The power of the alien race, even a trace, is extremely terrifying. Mu Qianyuan handed over with a heavy expression, and then took a step back. Only at his level can he know the horror of the alien race. But it all happened between lightning and flint. The power of the alien race is really too permeable. After the elder brother Mu Qianyuan's breath recovered a little, Xiao Yang directly put aside the elder brother, then stepped forward and watched the two of them whistling towards him. The evil beam of light, the corner of his mouth smiled slightly, and then the dazzling holy flame suddenly spewed out from the holy flame crystal in the sea of fighting chi. Destroy me. More and more holy flame power poured out and Xiao Yang shouted loudly, and countless holy flame powers directly formed a ferocious giant tiger, which greeted the sky's seemingly terrifying finger. Bastard. Feeling Xiao Yang's sudden appearance, Tian Kang also cursed secretly. The reason why he used the power of the evil clan from outside the realm was that he was afraid that Yi Changmeng would have too many dreams. He wanted to directly kill the 7 people in the heavenly palace with the power of destruction, which greatly weakened the power of the Funxiang pavilion, so he went directly to the land of holy flames, but at this time with the appearance of Xiao Yang, I am afraid this matter will become more complicated. If the matter that he possesses the power of a foreign evil clan is passed on back, I am afraid that their Xianling royal family will be greatly implicated, so now, they can only kill all the people in front of them. Hoo-hoo. The holy flame giant roared for a while, and then the evil beam of light that seemed to contain incomparably terrifying, when it came into contact with the holy flame giant tiger, was directly swallowed by the holy flame giant tiger and disappeared without a trace. However, the flame giant also slowly dissipated after swallowing the evil beam of light. Obviously, the power of the two neutralized and cancelled each other. Second brother. Looking at Xiao Yang who suddenly appeared, Tianhong's face also became ugly. Let's do it. The affairs of the foreign evil race have been exposed, and we can only leave them all here. At this time, Tian Kang's expression also became strange. As soon as the voice fell, the three Tianhong and Qi Haoqing on the side immediately exuded a trace of evil aura. And when everyone was fighting, Yang Kai, Mu Yingying, and Xiao Yi directly skipped the light curtain barrier and came to the barrier. Are you all right? A fiery red halo slowly appeared on Yang Kai's body, then enveloped the 6 people in the heavenly palace, and said softly, "Old Yang, we're fine." The 6 people felt the dazzling power and said gratefully, "You stay here, I'll help my big brother." Xiao Yi said, and then the figure swept out directly, facing the strong people outside. "Xiao Yang, this time, you will die." Outside the light curtain barrier, the auras of the 3 powerhouses from outside the realm became even more evil. Half-step 8-star Do-D powerhouse, combined with the power of the evil clan outside the realm, is really tyrannical. Xiao Yang stared at Tian Kang and said, but his heart was a little eager to try. Do it. When Tianhong and Qi Haoqing's aura of the alien race became more and more bright, Tiansong suddenly drank it and said directly, "Hey, you two, leave it to me. Big brother, you focus on dealing with Tiansong." Just when Tianhong and Qi Haoqing were about to take action, a hearty laugh suddenly emerged. "Where did the guy come from? Aren't you afraid of death?" Tianhong looked at Xiao Yi's sudden appearance, and said disdainfully, "Be careful, this guy's aura is very wrong." When Tiansong saw this, he frowned and said, obviously based on his experience, it is not difficult to find something different about Xiao Yi. Kill. While the 3 of them were talking, Xiao Yang's aura also became violent, the holy flame's aura unmistakably showed, and then the ancient ruler of eternal fire in his hand glowed with bright rays of light. "Xiao Yang, I will let you know that offending our Xianling royal family will not end well." And the dark evil power above Tiansong's body became more and more brilliant, directly rendering his entire body in pitch black. Even his pupils were filled with an unusual ***** smell. Crash. Xiao Yang looked at the evil aura, and immediately did not hesitate. The ancient ruler of the ancient fire of eternal fire twitched suddenly on the palm of his hand, and then his figure moved, raised the ancient ruler of eternal fire of eternity, and whistled away directly at the sky. Bang bang bang. Xiao Yang's seemingly random attack was actually carrying an extremely pure power of holy flame. When he just attacked Tian Kang, the evil power in Tian Kang dissipated slightly. Obviously the sacred flame cannot suppress the evil races outside the territory. What a powerful holy flame power. Tian Kang folded his hands together, and a dazzling black air directly blocked the ancient ruler of different fires surrounded by holy flame power in front of him. Yin demon claws. And the next moment Tian Kang's breath suddenly raised, directly knocking back Xiao Yang's attack, and then the palm swelled extremely rapidly, and even became illusory, an indescribable feeling. The evil aura emerged in this world. Is Xiao Yang's current strength in the middle stage of the 7-star Do Emperor too reluctant? Luan Yu, one of the 6 people in the Tiandian Palace, couldn't help but say, obviously they are very clear about Tiansong's strength, let alone at this time. The power of foreign evil clans emerged from Tian Kang's body, and the strength was even more terrifying. I believe him. Faced with these worries, Mu Yingying's eyes moved slightly, revealing 2 small dimples, and she slowly stared at Xiao Yang, who was constantly fighting outside the light curtain barrier. What an evil trick. But you underestimate me too much. 7th layer breaking the sky ruler, 6 feet out. And Xiao Yang didn't dare to neglect after feeling Tiansong's minions that contained an evil aura, and directly wrapped the holy flame around the ancient ruler of different fire, and then moved extremely quickly, waving at Tiansong in a row. Out of 6 huge feet. Boom boom boom. Xiao Yang, go to hell. In the face of the 6 feet of light that Xiao Yang swung out, Tian Kang's face smiled slightly, and then the huge swollen palm was just, a circle of extremely evil power skyrocketed out, directly surging with the palm of his hand. He whistled away at Xiao Yang. 7th level breaking the sky ruler, the power of 6 feet. Break it for me. And Xiao Yang also felt the terrifying attack contained in Tian Song's palm, and immediately shouted loudly, boom boom boom. As soon as the 2 of them finished speaking, they immediately attacked each other brightly. I saw that Xiao Yang's 6 huge Kai Orns hit Tiansong's huge evil palm invariably, but did not cause any substantial damage, and Tiansong's evil palm suddenly transformed into 5 incomparably evil pitch blacks. The beam of light directly enveloped Xiao Yang. Xiao Yang, it's time to end. Seeing Xiao Yang's attack dissipating, 5 evil beams of light immediately shrouded him and suddenly shrank, trapping Xiao Yang's figure. I thought how powerful this guy is, but it turns out that he is also strong from the outside. Chi Haoqing, this guy doesn't seem to be as tyrannical as you said. Seeing Xiao Yang being imprisoned by his 5 evil beams of light, Tian Kang said proudly. But at this time, Tiansong did not notice that the figure imprisoned by the 5 evil beams of light had the same appearance as Xiao Yang, but his aura was extremely strange. Kill me. The next moment, Tian Kang roared directly, and then the 5 dazzling beams of light suddenly narrowed the distance. If this continued, Xiao Yang would be completely compressed into flesh in an instant. Plop. Just when the evil beam of light gathered directly, Xiao Yang, who was crushed by the evil beam of light, suddenly turned into a white mist and dissipated in the sky. Fake body? After seeing this scene, Tian Kang's back was slightly cold. The Xianling royal family's second heavenly congregation really thinks highly of you. Show your true strength, otherwise you won't even have a chance to fight back. At this moment, a void slowly wriggled, and Xiao Yang emerged directly from it. Damn it, he is so cunning. Tian Kang looked at Xiao Yang with a livid face. If that's the case, then it's as you wish. I didn't want to do this, you forced me. After Tian Kang finished speaking, the aura all over his body exploded, and circles of evil power appeared on the surface of his body as if he had climbed out of the abyss, until this moment. The power of life and the power of death in Tiansong's body were all replaced by the power of evil. This Xiao Yang can actually allow the second brother to use all the power of the evil clan. Tian Hong, who was constantly dealing with Xiao Yi, couldn't help but said. The blood curse of the alien race on them has given them a lot of tyrannical power, but on the contrary, if they use all their power, I am afraid they will cause unspeakable damage to themselves, or even be replaced by the alien race. It is also possible, so unless it is a last resort, they will not use all the power of the alien race. And the reason why Tiansong used all the power of the evil clan outside the realm was that Xiao Yang had just teased him, causing him to fall into a frenzy for a while. That's right. Xiao Yang said with a smile, looking at Tian Kang, who had lost all the human aura and turned into an evil monster in front of him. The human world is really wonderful. Thanks to you, I am now in complete control of this body, so in return, I will love you well. Humans, suffer to death. And when Tiansong's whole body of evil power emerged, a deep voice also emerged one after another. I don't know which one of the 4 envoys of the Gorfians you are. And Xiao Yang was not in a hurry at this time, and spoke slowly. I didn't expect you to know a lot. But this will only speed up your death. After Evil Heaven Kang finished speaking, a dark aura twitched from his fingertips. Let's do it. I also really want to see how strong the first few of the 4 envoys of the Gorfiend are. By the way, the last of your 4 messengers fell into my hands. At the end of the sentence, Xiao Yang did not forget to say, Human, you are courting death. When he heard that the last of the 4 messengers was killed by Xiao Yang, Tiansong's face slowly showed a chilling meaning, and then without hesitation, his whole body was full of aura. Suddenly shocked, the figure rioted and roared away directly at Xiao Yang. Fire! And when Xiao Yang faced the strong man living in Tiansong, he didn't dare to neglect. After all, according to the ranking, the 4 heavenly congregations of the Xianling royal family corresponded to the 4 envoys of the Gorfians, and this day Kang ranked second, most likely the second strongest of the 4 envoys of the Gorfiend. Bang bang bang! Tian Kang came to Xiao Yang, then stubbornly slapped his palm at Xiao Yang who was close at hand. On the palm of his hand, layers of evil power emerged, making Xiao Yang unable to help but slightly surprised. The power of Holy Flame, Xiao Yang whistled, and then the dazzling power of Holy Flame directly took Tiansong's seemingly powerful blow, but he still took 10 steps back to stabilize his figure. The Holy Flame does have a very strong suppressing force on our foreign evil race, but your strength is too weak to exert the full power of the Holy Flame. So Holy Flame is a waste in your hands. I will educate you well. After Tian Kang finished speaking, his entire body was directly covered by a dark circle of evil power, and he could not see any trace of human beings at all. Sure enough. Xiao Yang said slightly. Devil blood eats the sky. In the next moment, a drop of extremely scarlet blood suddenly appeared in Tian Kang's body, and then it was directly swallowed by the dark evil power, and with this swallowing, Tian Kang's entire aura changed. Get weird. Second messenger, what are you doing? You want to devour me? Tian Kang's original voice sounded. What do you know? The aura on this human being is extremely powerful. Only in this way can we kill him. The evil aura said. Devouring me, I will truly die. I don't want to die. When the time comes, you will occupy my body, do whatever you want. Tian Kang's hideous voice resounded. Then it's up to you. Seeing the last trace of Tian Kang's mind, evil force said directly and decisively. Don't even think about it. Even if I die, I won't let you succeed. Looking at the evil power directly eroding his body, Tian Kang said suddenly, and then he used all his strength to directly resist the erosion of the evil power. He knew, I used the power of the foreign evil clan to defeat Xiao Yang. If I really fell in order to defeat Xiao Yang, Tiansong would definitely not do it. No, this guy is ready to use his real strength. And below, Yang Kai couldn't help but say when he saw this move, I'm afraid it's not good to despise me so much in front of me. Seeing the violent struggle in Tiansong's body, Xiao Yang's mouth wriggled slightly, and then with the dazzling ancient ruler of different fire, he roared away directly. In a short moment, it pierced through Tian Kang's body. With a sound, Tian Kang's body fell directly, and the breath all over his body slowly dissipated. Damn Tiansong, bad things for me, human, you will definitely not die. And being hit by Xiao Yang like this, the vitality in Tiansong's body is also rapidly draining, but the evil power that occupies Tiansong's body, but there is no trace of disappearance, and there is even a somewhat evil smile. This guy. Xiao Yang couldn't help but say something when he looked at Tian Kang, who was severely injured by himself. With his superhuman perception, Xiao Yang suddenly discovered that although the attack he just hit was on point, it also happened to completely wipe out all the vitality of Tiansong, and it could be regarded as helping the evil race from outside the realm to completely occupy Tiansong's body. Ha ha ha. Human boy, I would like to thank you this time. After a while, an unusually dazzling evil force suddenly appeared in the entire sky, and it even caused a slight vibration in the space between the blood rivers. Damn. And Xiao Yang looked at the evil phantom in front of him, and couldn't help but say, the human body is really wonderful. I used to occupy this body, because of the existence of human consciousness and soul, I was blocked everywhere. But it's different now. As the second messenger of the 4 messengers of the Gorfians, I declare that you can die. The next moment, Kang Shenmu's wound healed directly, and then a demonic tone appeared. Come out. What an evil guy. And Mu Yingying, who was below, also found out what happened to Tiansong, and couldn't help but say, looking at this, I am afraid that the current sky has been completely replaced by the evil clan from outside the territory. And Yang Kai also spoke. Brother, I'm going to help. Wei Wei said, and regardless of how her brother blocked her, she flew directly to where Xiao Yang was. Alas, the women's college didn't stay. Yang Kai looked at Mu Yingying like this, couldn't help rolling his eyes and said, the second strongest among the 4 envoys of the Gorfiend, Duo Shengyang, I am afraid that you are also unable to escape today. Yang Kai said slightly in his heart. Old Yang, will they be okay? Mu Tianyuan, the elder brother on the side, looked at the extremely evil Tiansong and couldn't help asking. Don't worry, both of them have the power of Holy Flame. Although time is too weak to exert all the power of Holy Flame to achieve the ability to suppress and obliterate the evil races outside the territory, the 2 Holy Flames want to obliterate the evil spirits on Tiansong's body. The power of the alien race is still not a problem. Yang Kai said with a smile. Crash. Suffer to death. Just after taking control of Tian Kang's body, a ferocious giant black hand suddenly appeared behind the evil figure. On the ferocious black giant hand, countless obscure evil runes slowly appeared, making people know at a glance that it was extraordinary. My good fellow, this extraterritorial evil clan actually knows the seconds of runes, it's not easy. At this time, the soul-devouring talisman hidden in Xiao Yang's body also gently exclaimed. Senior, how should I deal with this thing? Xiao Yang hesitated for a while, because he knew by perception that because of the mysterious evil rune on the evil giant in front of him, even his own holy flame can't handle it. Hey, if your strength reaches the 9-star Do Emperor, it is enough to fully display the power of holy flame, and this level of evil power is naturally not a problem, but your strength is still weak now, even if you have holy flame, you want to deal with this. This level of evil power is too exhausting. But, it's not impossible. At the end of the sentence, Soul Eater actually laughed. What can be done? Xiao Yang asked urgently. Fire. Fire conquers all things. If you can condense a strong enough flame, this evil force will be completely wiped out under that terrifying destructive power and high temperature. But at this level of flame, even if you use the holy flame fusion on that little girl, I'm afraid you won't be able to reach it temporarily. Soul Eater said slightly. What's the fire? Xiao Yang murmured. As long as it's fire. Xiao Yang stared at the black giant hand that was constantly exuding evil aura, and couldn't help but ask the Soul Eater talisman. That's right. Even if it's not holy flame, as long as it's strong enough or enough, it can still kill him. Soul Eater talisman said. In that case. Different fire plaza, Fire is coming. In the next moment, a huge object floated directly out, tightly surrounding Xiao Yang and Tian Kang in the sky. What is this? Seeing Xiao Yang suddenly make such a scene, evil Tiansong was also at a loss, but he was still brewing his own offensive. He knew that once his attack condensed, let alone mirror Xiao Yang, I am afraid that even the 7 people in the heavenly palace can be wiped out. Return of the fire, Yihua Heng, the ancient ruler returns. And after Xiao Yang summoned the Yihua square, he didn't sit still and continued to send a huge amount of Do Qi to the Yihua square. And as Xiao Yang's voice just fell, suddenly, in Xiao Yang's body, different colors of different fires suddenly separated and burst out, and then returned to their respective positions on the stone pillars above the square of different fire. And above that first place is the location of the ancient ruler of eternal fire. However, there are not 22 kinds of different fires now, but one kind was obtained in the Shenling continent, and it became 23 kinds. 23 different colors of different fires with different powers, according to the ranking, slowly stood on the stone pillars in the square of different fires. Not long after, Xiao Yang's pupils suddenly opened, a domineering atmosphere of the supreme fire suddenly appeared. Give it to me. When Xiao Yang's voice just fell, the 23 kinds of different fires of different colors suddenly moved rapidly, and then scrambled to gather together. Boom boom boom. Even though Xiao Yang had tried to fuse so many different fires before, with the increase in strength, there was still some resistance when it came to fusion. This guy is really a lunatic. The Soul Eater talisman couldn't help but be shocked when he smelled Xiao Yang's huge handwriting, because he knew that so many flames, although not as much as the holy flame, but it is also an extraordinary flame. The power of such a huge flame fused together is probably something that can be learned from the world. Xiao Yang. When Mu Yingying, who was about to help Xiao Yang just now, saw this scene, she couldn't help but become surprised. It's mystifying. Gore Demon Hand, Sitian. At the next moment, the attack of the evil sky was finally condensed, and it whistled directly at the sky, and then an evil aura up to 100 meters in size wrapped the evil giant hand and suddenly faced Xiao Yang. Attacked. Die. Looking at Xiao Yang, who was indifferent in the face of such a tyrannical attack, Tian Kang smiled evilly. However, before his smile faded, he saw that Xiao Yang suddenly laughed, and said directly with a domineering arrogance of a ruler leading the world. It's been a long time since I used the fusion of different fires. Silent Fire Lotus, with your pride, bloom. Xiao Yang's voice just fell, and suddenly there was a beautiful lotus seed engraved with these 23 colors on the palm of his hand. This lotus seed just appeared, and the whole space suddenly became restless, and bursts of destructive superpower radiated from it. The 23-color lotus seeds silently crossed the space, and then gently collided with the giant hand of the evil heaven. The sky exploded and suddenly emerged. Boom boom boom. The fiery flame ripples constantly echoed in this space. Damn it, you human, how can you hold so many flames in your body? Impossible, this is absolutely impossible. At the same time, the evil Tian Kang, who had always been extremely disdainful of Xiao Yang, finally realized that he underestimated Xiao Yang's fate, and couldn't help cursing. You should really take care of yourself. Silent Fire Lotus. Destroy it to me. And as Xiao Yang's voice fell, the silent fire lotus with as many as 23 colors suddenly shrank suddenly, then suddenly enlarged, and suddenly exploded. Second messenger of the Gorfians, it's over. Xiao Yang had a hint of madness, and then his dazzling soul power spewed out, tightly locking on Tian Kang's figure, making his attack more precise. Don't. Being completely hit by such a fiery attack, even the second envoy of the Gorfians, who had always been powerful, let out a burst of screams, and then the evil aura of the bodyguard was suddenly subsided, and a scene of extreme scary face. Second brother. When Tiansong suffered such a change, Tianhong and Qi Haoqing below rioted at the same time, trying to save him. It seems to be underestimating me too much. And how could Xiao Yi let the two succeed? The air around her suddenly accelerated, and the same 23-color flame suddenly radiated from her body, directly entangling the two in front of her. After a short while, the flame storm in the sky dissipated completely, and then Xiao Yang's aura was floating. Obviously it was a bit rusty after not using the fusion fire for a long time. But Tian Kang, who was beside him, had an extremely ugly expression on his face, and even his entire body became unbloody, and his aura was also sluggish. Damn it, to encounter such a pervert, it seems that I have to reflect on it with my king. Although this kid has not used the holy flame to the point of perfection, but if he is allowed to grow up, I am afraid that he will become the great enemy of our Gorfians in the future. Third brother, retreat, I'm too seriously injured. The next moment, Tian Kang suddenly burst out with a strange evil black energy, and then fled into the distance. Not good. Stop him. Seeing this, Xiao Yan couldn't help but let out a loud shout, but just as he was about to catch up, there was a sharp pain in his body. Apparently the use of Silent Fire Lotus left some sequelae. Humans, I have to say that you are very strong, but with you at this time, you can't keep me. When I recover in the future, I will definitely take your life to repay today's shame. Tian Kang didn't dare to hesitate after finishing speaking, and ran away suddenly. Stop, where do you run? The figures of Zai Tianhong and Qi Haoqing skyrocketed, and they escaped from Xiao Yi's attack in a short time and fled into the distance, but the direction of their escape was completely opposite to Qiansang. Bastards, we can't let them escape. Xiao Yang gritted his teeth and said, "You seem to have forgotten that there are us." Just when Tian Kang felt that his plan had succeeded, two figures also quietly appeared in front of him. Tian Kang, who was in a weak state, raised his head slightly, but a figure and a rather majestic body were reflected in his pupils. Go away. When Tian Kang met, he gritted his teeth forcibly and said, and then the evil power surged in his body, trying to send the two of them flying. Holy flame! The next moment, Tian Kang's complexion became heavy after realizing that his evil power was actually cancelled by the power of the beautiful woman in front of him. Senior brother, accept him. At this moment, Mu Yingying's whole body was flashing with an incomparably pure azure flame, and an indescribable holy aura slowly appeared. And Tian Kang also seemed to have discovered that with the appearance of Mu Yingying's breath and flame, the evil power on his body was rapidly dissolving. According to his perception, it was naturally one, and the flame on this Chen Ying's body must also be the same. Duo Shenyang, and his ranking is definitely higher than Xiao Yang's, otherwise there would not be such a strong pressure. Death to me. The senior brother Mu Qianyuan on the side watched Mu Yingying imprisoned Tian Kang for a while, and without hesitation, he suddenly used all his strengths to attack the weak and evil Tian Kang. Boom boom boom. The terrifying attack left a lot of conspicuous scars on Tian Kang's body. After all, Mu Qianyuan himself is a fire attribute, not to mention that he is a genuine 7-star Do Emperor perfectionist. Asshole. But a holy flame is not enough to kill me completely. You can catch me, but you can't destroy me. Sooner or later, the powerhouses of our Gorfians will rescue me. Then you can wait for the dark revenge of our Gorfians. Susu. It seemed that he realized that he had no hope of escaping, and the evil Heavenly Kang just gave up the struggle and said, "Sorry, you probably don't have that chance." And just after evil Heavenly Kang finished speaking with a lot of laughter, a burst of laughter also appeared at the same time. The master of the holy flame, Xiao Yang. The next moment, Xiao Yang's palm gently intertwined with Mu Yingying's, and a khaki-colored holy flame suddenly burst out. And with the emergence of the power of two holy flames, the look of the evil sky finally turned to ashes. No! Don't destroy me. I'll tell you all the information you want to know, as long as you... Before the evil Heaven Kang finished speaking, the power of the two saints slowly intertwined, and then the four powerful envoys of the Gorfians in the past where the second messenger was completely obliterated like this. Are you dead? After a while, after Tiantsang's body was burned into ashes by the two holy flames, Xiao Yi opened her mouth slightly. Well, this guy, from now on, will be completely lost. Xiao Yang said slowly. However, it's a pity that San Sanzhong and Qi Haoqing were let go. Xiao Yi said with some remorse. It's okay, the old hatred and the new hatred will be counted together at that time. As for now, we should integrate most of them first, and then go to the highlight of this sect competition. The land of holy flame. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, he directly led a group of people to the light curtain barrier. And in a distant place beyond the river of blood. The second child has fallen. A breath sounded slightly in the grey-clothed man's mind. The sky has fallen. How can it be? That guy is a powerhouse who has stepped into the 8-star Do Emperor in half a step, and with the addition of two messengers, I am afraid that there is no one in the younger generation of Shen Santian who can match. The man in grey directly shook his head and said, "The two holy flames are really scary." In the face of the man's voice, the evil voice was resounding. Damn incense pavilion, but that's fine. The fourth and second brothers have both fallen into the hands of Fenxiang Pavilion, and there will be no one to fight with me for this holy flame. Don't worry, second brother and fourth brother, I will help you to avenge your revenge together. After Xuanling's royal family finished speaking, an unusually evil aura emerged. This video will end here.